Suppressing Matters. I'm David from DTF Transfers Australia and the Custom T-shirt shop. Today, we're diving into a hot topic that's caused a lot of confusion for Australian businesses. Sending goods to the US, the changes to US tariffs, and how Australia Post is handling parcels under these new rules. I've already had a couple of customers ask me about this, so I thought it was worth putting together an episode to break it down in plain language. But before we get into it, let's start with a quick disclaimer. The information in this episode is based on what's available at the time of recording. The situation is fluid and may change by the time you're listening or watching. We've put this together as a guide, only to help clear up some confusion. It is not legal or financial advice. Please do your own research, check official sources, and confirm the latest requirements directly with Australia Post before sending parcels or selling goods to the US. So what actually happened? This is fairly well known, but let's quickly go over it. The US has removed the $800 US duty-free threshold for imported goods. That means all parcels sent into the US, regardless of value, can now face tariffs and customs charges. To manage this, Australia Post temporarily suspended some parcel services to the US while systems were updated. By the time you're listening to this, those services should have been restored, but the new requirements and costs are now in place. It is worth noting, letters, documents, and genuine gifts under $100 US are mostly unaffected. If you're selling and sending products to the US, this definitely impacts you. If you're a business shipping to the US through Australia Post, set up a Zonos verified account. This links your business with US Customs and allows duties and taxes to be collected up front. Provide complete declarations on every parcel, the country of origin of the goods, the harmonized system HS code, the declared value of the item. Without these, parcels risk being rejected, returned, or delayed. A common question is, how do I find the right HS code for my product? The HS code, harmonized system, is the international classification number used by customs. Every product type has its own code. Ways to find it. Use the Australian Border Force online tariff /HS lookup by keyword. Example, T-shirt, cotton shirt. Refer to the World Customs Organization HS resources for category guidance. In practice, a cotton T-shirt is commonly classified under HS 6109.10. Other fabrics or blends may differ. It's important to get this right because the tariff charged in the US depends on the HS code declared. If in doubt, check with Australia Post or a customs broker before shipping. Let's use a real-world example. A T-shirt we used to sell for $50 Australian. When we add in the new postage, tariffs, and Zonos clearance fees, the math will change. And depending on whether the percentage tariff or the flat fee option applies, the results will look very different. Option 1. The percentage tariff, 10%. Our postage cost will be about $37.50. Our clearance handling costs, charged by Zonos, will be about $22.50. Our tariff is 10% of the shirt's retail price. If we keep the shirt at $50 Australian, the all-in cost lands at about $115 Australian and we lose out. If we raise the retail price to cover the extra costs, including the tariff price and fees, the math works out like this. Our tariff is 10% and is about $12.20. Our postage is about $37.50. We have a clearance handling of about $22.50. Our total landed cost is now $194 Australian dollars. So under the percentage tariff, our $50 T-shirt now needs to cost around $194 Australian dollars all in. Now let's go over option 2. Flat fee tariff of around 120 Australian dollars per parcel. In some cases, a flat fee option applies instead of a percentage. A flat tariff of about 120 Australian dollars. This is a fixed price per parcel. Our postage is $37.50, with a clearance handling fee of about $22.50. In this scenario, the shirt price itself doesn't change the tariff cost. Whether it sells for $50 or 200 Australian dollars, the flat fee stays at around 120 Australian dollars. Noting this is at the time of recording and may change. So a single item parcel looks like this. 50 Australian dollars is the cost for the shirt, plus 120 Australian dollars flat tariff, plus $37.50 for the postage, plus about $22.50 for the handling. This comes to approximately 230 Australian dollars all in. Let's say we raise the shirt price. The all-in stays about 230 Australian dollars for a single t-shirt because the flat fee is fixed per parcel. What this means for you? With the percentage tariff, the customer ends up paying about 194 Australian dollars all in for a shirt that used to be 50 Australian dollars. With the flat fee tariff, the customer pays about 230 Australian dollars all in. Either way, small, single-item shipments to the US have become extremely expensive. If you sell custom shirts, transfers, or other small products into the US, you'll need to factor in these new charges. For many businesses, it may no longer make sense to ship low-value items individually. Consider larger consolidated shipments or US-based fulfillment partners to spread out the costs. Our final thoughts. This is a big shift, and it's fair to say the rollout has been confusing. Our aim today was to simplify the key points. Duty-free to the US is gone. Parcels to the US need full customs data. Zonos accounts are required for businesses sending to the US. You'll need the correct HS codes for your goods. Costs are significantly higher, especially for single-item shipments. While services were briefly suspended, Australia Post should now have them restored. Remember, the rules are evolving. Always check the latest from Australia Post's official website before you ship, and keep checking if you're selling into the US, so you don't lose out when you make a sale. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Pressing Matters. I'm David from DTF Transfers Australia and the Custom T-shirt shop. If you've got questions or want to share your experience with these changes, leave a comment. We'd love to hear how you're navigating these difficult times. We strongly recommend you do your own research, double-check the official sources, and adjust your business model accordingly. We've used Australia Post in our examples because it's the method we know best. Other carriers like UPS and DHL have different systems and charges, so if you are using these, please check with them how they work. I hope this has been helpful to you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, keep pressing forward.